Wix Studio, one end-to-end web creation platform for your agency to deliver exceptional work with absolute efficiency.
The #1 long-form writer that helps SEOs outrank competition at the click of a button using real-time research and NLP. Start ranking content today with contentatScale.ai.
I've done the dangerous thing of bringing up a glass of water. I feel like I'm super brave with this. Right. So, right. Did anyone in here know who Sisyphus was before seeing the name of this talk? Like, they're scattered. The educational system. I'm Canadian, right? So the educational system around the world, I swear, no one's learning about Sisyphus these days. This is me, but did you know, it's possibly not well known, given how few of you knew about Sisyphus, but it's not well known that actually Sisyphus was a tech SEO, because that wasn't a boulder he was pushing up a hill every day. It was actually trying to get dev changes implemented with a team, the same ones, every single day. Sisyphus was just like us. Well, maybe not all of us. Some of us have worse lives than others, I'm starting to think. We have to fix the same things over and over, and there's actually no end in sight sometimes. I'm like, really? I told you to change this 6 months ago, and you still haven't changed it, and you're wondering why things aren't working. Let me think. I think the suggestions that I made 6 months ago might have actually helped you by now, but no. Let's just sit on them a little bit longer. I am billing you by the hour for this, though. But it can't be that bad, right? I'm exaggerating, right? It can't be that bad. Things aren't that bad. But clients, maybe, don't necessarily always do what we ask them to. How many people here in-house? Yeah, sometimes you're to blame. Sometimes we're to blame. Sometimes it's the devs. Sometimes in fact, it's always budget, isn't it? Doesn't matter in-house or agency, it's always budget. There's never any budget for this stuff. Now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to throw shade at, well, a lot of people. Well, I'm not going to tell you who they are, but a lot of companies I'm going to be throwing a lot of shade at. But I'm not just going to throw shade. I am going to tell you how to prevent this or fix it, except in one case where it wasn't really predictable that that could actually happen, and so there was no way that I could have prepared for the, you'll see. It's fun, it's a romp, it's a tour de force, or farce, as it might be. Right, so let's go. Clients, sometimes the boss, we fix, they break. Then we fix, and then they break again. I have one client that does this so often that he actually admitted to me the other day that he made a website change without asking me if it would have an SEO implication, because he knew I would say, yes, it does, don't do it. And he wanted a prettier homepage. So he removed all the links to the internal pages that I had placed there specifically for SEO purposes. But let's not dwell on the negative, right? Except when I worked with another client, really long time, building out a beautiful IA, absolutely stunningly gorgeous. It was perfect. I was so proud of it. We redid everything, launched the new web. It was beautiful. And then, for some strange reason, 2 weeks later, he decided to change it back. And then this happened. I mean, it's often hard to prove that the changes you made an immediate positive effect. But when something like this happens, I think we can safely say that that was not the right thing to do. This might not have been the happiest moment of any of our lives. When I saw this one morning in SEMrush, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? It was beautiful. It was a thing of glory. What? Oh, you changed it back, and not well. I see what you're doing here. However, I am going to charge you if you make me fix it again. So, it's your money, honey. Ain't nobody got time for that. Really, fixing things 2, 3, 4 times? Come on. It's hard. Honestly, feel sympathy for me. It's hard. It's difficult. Because, we make recommendations all the time. And we think people will listen to us. Whether we're in-house or we're brought in as an agency, it doesn't matter, right? We've made a presentation, we've shown the boss or the client some beautiful recommendations. You're like, you know what, you do this, the rankings are gonna go up for exactly the keywords you need right before a main time. It is beautiful, let's get it done, right? They listen to us all the time, except when they don't. And I don't even know why Google stopped crawling us. Maybe it was like, what have you done with it? I don't even understand anymore. Like, which language is this? You've really messed it up. I'm just gonna stop crawling your website. Thanks, Google. But as it was going wrong, and the website for Thailand was ranking in Egypt, and I'm not even exaggerating that, the website for Thailand and one for Singapore was ranking in Egypt. And the head of the Egyptian bureau said, why is my site not ranking? And they said, it's fine, it's just a small problem. People will use Google Translate, right? Yeah, right? It's really easy. Yeah, sure. No. And also, you're doing different services. However, I did manage to reel them back in, and it does take them 6 to 8 months to implement everything I recommend. They have really limited dev resources. So it takes a long time to get stuff implemented. But once we got that fixed, and we worked little by little, chipping away at other things, those things improved as well. Aren't you glad this never happened to you? No, it's all happened to all of you. Wow, ouch, painful. Right, well, I mean, with that website, it was really, really difficult to get stuff implemented. Well, that suite of websites. It was difficult to get stuff implemented, but we did get it done. Whew. And then there was another client, publisher. Now, publishers deal with content all the time. Content heavy, right? And have any of you seen recently the let's say, controversy in the SEO news about content consolidation and deleting stuff and improving your website rankings or similar by deleting content? Anyone familiar with that? The content controversy. There's a lot of nodding. There's no hands, no noise, just a lot of nodding. Everybody's like, oh my God, I'm now checking all my site stats because you're saying things and I'm panicking. So content consolidations. They need a lot of metrics, right? We need to check a lot of things to make sure as we delete stuff, we're deleting stuff that doesn't get any traffic. Now, I had moved on to another project, but was still on the Slack. And I noticed that there were a lot of messages in this one Slack channel, and I thought, that's worrying, I better check. And I came across this conversation that hopefully you're reading. Now, at some point, you're all going to get to the one shining phrase that caused me the most pain of my life in this content audit that I was not leading or involved in. It was this. Now, I would have left them with a spreadsheet of data to check had I known something like this was possible. Like, could you even, how could you not think on a publisher website that there was something else in life? I know SEO is the most important thing, but there is something else in life besides SEO. Even I recognize that. Even I, dyed-in-the-wool, hardcore SEO that I am, I know that there's more to life than SEO. Maybe a little bit, not that much. So I was shocked. I was drinking tea at the time. I did swallow, I didn't spit, but I was shocked, and I didn't know what to say. I mean, what do you say? How stupid can you be? No, you don't say that to people. You say what they said, which is, maybe we should have considered more than just organic traffic. We'll do that from now on. Thanks so much for your participation. But, you'd think it would end there, right? That wasn't all that happened during the content audit. Oh no, there was more fun. I caught this one before it was deleted because remember, I went into this Slack channel because it was buzzy. And I was like, maybe I better take a look. This almost got deleted. It was on the list for deletion. That's crazy. Just because it's seasonal traffic doesn't mean you delete it. It's seasonal traffic. It comes when it comes. Come on. I just can't. I mean, at a certain point, you start giving up the will to live. And at this point, I'm like, oh God, please just, look, you're gonna do this content audit anyway. You're gonna make changes. You're gonna consolidate stuff. You're gonna leave the best performing pages there. You're gonna remove bad ones, which you have done, but you didn't look beyond SEO, and it was a guide to how to print stuff. It was linked to from every page of the website. Every page of the website had that how to print this stuff link, and they deleted the page. I mean, and you're all now going, oh my God, how could you not? Yeah, I was like that. But you would think that going on with the audit, it would be fine, right? It's fine. You're not going to delete big, well-performing pages like this, right? I mean, the zero says otherwise. But that's not something you would do, right? Right? Everybody's just like, oh, fuck, I don't know. I'm now terrified. I've done all of this. Just stop. I wanted to take them, put them in a room, block everything, Faraday cage, no computers, no internet, no nothing, lock them there for a short time, fix everything again, and then let them out. Because I felt like that was what was needed. Just stop. We need to stop because you are really doing the wrong things here. Deleting high traffic articles from, internally is one thing, but organic ones? Come on. But it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, because we give recommendations to clients or to the boss or to the dev team, and it's fine because we're making them and we believe that they will follow them, that they will embrace them, because they hired us, right? They're paying us money to do this and to actually make a difference in their website life. So they're gonna do what we ask, right? Maybe not all of it, but some of it, right? Sure, yeah, exactly. No, apparently not. Apparently, no matter how many times you say, it has to actually match the page that it's on. That doesn't necessarily translate into whatever dev speak is for, we really need to make sure that the canonicals are pointing to the correct page. It went from ranking really well, you can see the really well there, orange line up near the top being 0, and then it goes down as those canonicals take effect. To the wrong pages. Oh my God. Oh, at that point I was just like, you know what, I'm dead. That's it, I'm done. That's it, I'm sorry. There's only so much I can take. My heart, I'm getting old, I'm over 50, I can't take this stress anymore, I'm dead, I'm out, that's it. It's done. But after throwing all this shade, I thought, maybe I should just bring some brightness to your life, right? It's not always bad. There are lots of times when I've done great work for clients, they have taken it, they've run with it, they're ranking really well. In fact, one of my clients just started to outrank Amazon. Yes, we are outranking Amazon. So there is happiness out there. There's not always happiness, but there is a lot of happiness. So this is the same publisher client. We launched a health site, Your Money or Your Life site, and I got involved at the beginning, consolidation of content, making sure all the bio stuff was right. It was audited, it was checked. All the content was checked by an actual, either registered nurse or doctor. Bio pages, everything. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. If I, do say so myself. It was gorgeous. And I was like, you know what? My job is done here, people. Not all heroes wear capes. So I'm going to go off and do other stuff now. But, thank you very much for your participation in this glorious project and launching this beautiful website. Please, keep it beautiful. Don't do this. Oh my God, what did you do? Why did you remove the bio pages? Why did you stop linking to the bio pages? Come on, it doesn't take much. I'm getting really teary here. I can't take much more of this, please. Oh, but at least, sometimes we get it right. Sometimes they listen to us. When the client is perfectly optimized and everything is going beautifully well. And then they're like, you know what, we're gonna do a redesign. And you're like, you know what, I'll get involved. I'll look at the wireframes, I'm gonna check it out, make sure it's all okay. And they're like, yes, we want to streamline everything, including content. Oh my God. Seriously? Just like, oh my God. Why did you remove all the content? And why is there now content in an image? This I'm sorry, but like 2,000 called and would like their website back, please. Oh my God. It was beautiful, but there was content in images, and that was one of the problems. That did that. Oh my God. Now you understand why I drink. Oh my God. It's painful. It's sad. People, please. It just doesn't take much. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is, I promise you. I told you I'd be throwing a lot of shade, and I have, but there is light. There is positive. So let's go, let's look at the positive, right? Okay, maybe not. Maybe we just need to go a little faster. It's early in the morning, we need to go faster. And so does this website. Oh man, thought that a website located in a country for the domain closer to the country. So the domain was for a specific country, thought a server farm in that country would be better for SEO. The server farm was not that fast, had a bad connection, wasn't really a good server farm. Please don't do that. Please, just, yes, always throwing the shade. So, but you know, let's be positive. Devs know what they're doing, right? Any developers in the room? I started off on Pascal. Any developers in the room that even know what Pascal is? It's not just a woman's name. No, no one knows Pascal. Oh God, this is why I'm over 50. I'm so old. But you know, they know what they're doing, right? They know what they're doing, right? You can see where I'm going with this. No, I'm sorry. But 2 is not better than 1. Not when the canonical's different. Stop, please, people. Just don't do that because it does this. Oh, you know, you bring them donuts. You make friends. You bring them coffee. I brought them nice donuts too. They were Krispy Kremes and they did this. Oh my God, seriously. But there are answers to this. There are solutions. Remember I said there was one thing I didn't know that they would do, and so there is no solution to that except that I can tell you now they did that. And so now you can be prepared, which I wasn't. When I thought, okay, it's an SEO department, but surely you know you would look at more than just SEO traffic when you're a publisher. And we were doing arbitrage. Now, I know you need answers, right? We know. Who do we know already can check for this kind of disaster? I'm sorry, Dom, you failed. Little Warden. There you go. But there are also other tools. I like Content King to check for this sort of stuff. But here are my tips. And these are meant for you to photograph. I mean, I can go through them one by one if you really want to. But here are my tips based on hard won experience, really painful experience. These are my tips. Now, granted, it's really difficult to know to know the unknown unknowns, like not considering or anything but organic traffic when you're looking at deleting content. There are times in my life when I do not understand where I went wrong. I mean, I don't have kids. Maybe that's where I went wrong. But there's more to life than organic traffic. I'm sorry. I know this is an SEO conference, but I promise you there is more to life than organic traffic. But this is some of the things, like canonical set to the wrong URL. There are amazing monitoring tools out there besides Content King, which I love. You can set up your own tools to even just do like a screaming frog, crawl, pull the HTML, render it, check it. It's a little bit more arduous, but you can do it yourself. I'm not suggesting that you have to pick up a million new tools, but there is more to life than this. There is more to life than throwing shade at clients on stage to teach people not to do these things, please. SEO loves you, we really do. Please make changes that we ask for, please. We love you very much. But that brings us to the end, and I'm sure you're glad because you're like, I now need to get to the office and log on because some of this might be going on right now and I don't realize it. So thank you very much for your attention. If you want to tweet at me and send rage, tweet at me and be like, I know I did this and I hate you for it, you can tweet me here. But if you have any questions about anything that I have talked about today, feel free to tweet me. Thank you very much, everyone.
Monthly reporting making you want to shove sharp things up your nose? Try Dragon Metrics, the all-in-one SEO software with mind-blowing reporting tools.